Hello guys, this is Dunkleosteus, co-developer of Terrafirmacraft. You can call me Dunk though. And welcome to the first episode of my Let's Play of Build 79. I'd like to get a few things out of the way first. I'm going to assume that some of you out there have not played Terrafirmacraft before. If this is your first look at the mod. Hopefully I can do it justice. On the first day here, we're going to skim over a few of the aspects. Maybe get back to them later, just because we will be a little tight for time. So hopefully we can get things started right now. So let's get going. Alright, so just spawn this world in. Let's grab these sticks. Okay. And taking inventory, nice. Need some rocks. What kind of rock is this? Gabbro, okay. Gabro's not too bad. And we're going to want to make some tools. So let's make some tools. Start with an axe. Stone axe head, Paleolithic achievement. Nice. We're going to make the axe by putting it on top of a stick. Also going to want a shovel. That's a shovel head. Okay, and we're going to want to make a knife. So, first thing with a knife is that this shape here, this is a single knife head. If I got rid of all these rocks, I just get one knife head. But I can actually do this and get two. So that's something to keep in mind. You can get two knives at once. Alright, so this is a goldenrod flower. You need to look out for them if you want to find this, which is clay. And we do want to find that. Especially on the first day. Oh, dirt's falling down on me. So some of you actually might be returning viewers. That's actually a little loud there. Let's adjust the sounds. Sounds recently somehow got reset. I don't know why we'd encountered these sounds, but alright, and friendly creatures can come down to like 60. Alright, so some of you may be returning viewers. I know a lot of you have been requesting this series for quite a while. Let's actually grab some sand while we're here. A lot of you have been requesting this series for a while, and so I thought it'd be time to make it. Okay, so I want to grab as many sticks as we can. A lot of sticks on the beach. Big ravine here. Let's try and get around that. Oh, we have some, kind of like a lagoon, a saltwater lagoon it looks like. Some seaweed. Actually, can I, do I have to break this? Yeah. If we break it, we can get some seaweed, which is a type of food. Not very efficient way to get food, but it is a way. So we can see it's a vegetable. Not salty, that's interesting. I guess I have a very high tolerance for salt. But we'll get back to that later. Pick up some more rocks here. Really need some more rocks. Looks like these are hickory trees. Hickory trees are nice. So let's take down some of the leaves. We want to get some sticks, because that's the other way we can get sticks. We want to get some saplings. Because if we break the tree, the leaves will all disappear. So we do want to get these saplings if we can. I will mention that there are some tabs over here. The only one we're going to look at right now is the calendar, because it's quick. Season early summer, day Thursday, June 1st, year 1000, hour 10. So 10 in the morning. And, okay. So that, and I'm just going to show you that because we're going to be referencing that a lot to try and keep an eye on how close we are getting to nighttime. So we just got our first hickory sapling, so we can chop down this tree. You notice it is taking a while, and I could not be doing this by hand. If I tried to do this by hand, I would not be able to break the block. So we'll see. We chop the tree down. We got 5 of these logs. They are an item that you can place them like a block, although I would not recommend it because it will take as long to break them as it did that single block the first time, but you'll have to do it individually. It can work as an early shelter, and I may actually be doing that if I have enough wood, is making my first shelter out of logs like this. But it's not ideal because you do need a lot of the wood, and it is really hard to get rid of after. So this is our first bit of ore. We're going to pick that up. No stone unturned achievement. This is cassiterite. Cassiterite is actually quite useful for us. That's something else I want to show you. I will talk about cassiterite right now. So cassiterite is a tin ore. We do not need much of it. Actually, these 10 units are actually enough for our first tool. But we're going to we made these knives so we could break these the long grass here, and we can get straw from it. If I break it by hand, you'll see nothing happens, but if I do it with the knife, we get stuff. You can also notice we can walk through leaves, but I do want to kind of just go over the basics right now. Hop down to the beach, run a little bit. I'm going to get as much straw as I can because that is a really, really useful resource. We're going to need a lot of it in the early game, the Stone Age. We have some clay because we're going to make some pottery. And straw is heavily involved in the pottery process. Alright. Kind of a mountain here. We might find some animals up here, I'm not sure. To see what we encounter. These look like aspen trees here. These white ones. Off in the distance I see some pumpkins. So what can we talk about a little bit? I guess we can talk about... Alright, so we actually have the cassiterite ore right here. Sorry, I just interrupted myself. Right, so I'm Dunk. I'm one of the developers for this mod, along with Biox. So if you have any questions or you want some clarification about a feature, maybe something that I go over in the video or something you're experiencing in your own world, feel free to leave a comment. It really actually helps me out. The more you guys comment, the better it is for my videos. So that would be great if you guys have something to ask. Personally, I guess right now it's actually Halloween. So this is October 31st, the Friday. And actually this Sunday is going to be Sunday, November 2nd. There's actually bushes here. Cranberry bush. That's actually one of the rarest bushes in the game. This Sunday, November 2nd, is actually the first, I'm going to say official because I'm one of the developers of this mod, and so I can kind of just declare that, kind of meetup. So a few people were actually asking me for that. They wanted me to schedule a place and a date and a time where people who are fans of the mod can meet up and maybe talk to me, ask me questions, stuff like that. And they wanted me to do it in Toronto because that is the closest city to where I live. That's where I go to school. And that is actually scheduled for this Sunday. This Sunday actually also happens to be my birthday. And so I thought it'd be a fun thing to try, see if I could meet some of the community, hang out with you guys. I guess some of you who might be new to this mod might be like, well, why do I care who you are? Why would I want to ask you questions? And that's perfectly fine, I guess. But hopefully I can convince you that this mod is worth playing. Alright, so we have some sheep here. This is a male sheep. We'll get to that in a second. This is a male sheep. I want to see if we have any females here. We actually have some ore. That actually... Yeah, that's garnierite right here. That's nickel. We do not need that anytime soon. But it's nice to see this here. This is copper. Native copper nugget. If you remember, that was the symbol of the achievement that we got for getting our first bit of ore. Because copper is a very, very important resource right now. Actually goes quite nicely with the cassiterite we found. Alright, so there's some more of it here. All this copper indicates that there's going to be a vein of copper somewhere below me. So it would be a good idea note where that is. So if we look, we can see that we're at 2214x and negative 12694y, and that's native copper. All right. So we can't actually do anything with those sheep right now. There's another male right there. Is it already getting dark? It's already getting dark, guys. Just talked my way through the entire day. Yeah, so yeah, those sheep aren't really much use to us right now, but they will be in the future. See, do I see any? I have a few crops down here. I do have the seaweed and we have those bushes, but that's not actually much food. Do want to get any food that I can find right now. I don't want to kill those sheep because they are more useful to me alive than dead right now. Hopefully we can find something else to sustain us. Oh, we have some fresh water here. Note, I can show you how to drink. Just hold. Hang on a second. Players, yeah. Put that way down. Yep, so we're going to be holding right click on the water. You'll see it drinks very slowly. That is actually something I want to look into. Been thinking about, slower sips, but bigger ones. It's getting quite dark now, actually. Let me see, is my game brightness moody? Yeah, I want to turn that up to, let's do 30% for now. Oh, and there's a zombie. Don't want to mess with him. Some lovely music. Looks like we have some, what was this? Oat. Oat is nice. It's a grain. Nice to have grains. I do want to head back to those sheep in a little bit. This looks like a different type of crop. But it's not. I guess I'm blind. We have a ravine here. That looks like hematite down there. That is an iron ore. Not something we need right now, but good to note that it's there. Alright. Music's a little loud. Do you guys think so? Let's do 4. Okay. Grab this while we can. Oh, we have some crickets. Potato seeds. Potatoes are nice. I mean, maybe it's a little hard for you guys to see, but I kind of... Oh, okay. Avoid that. Hey, please stop that. A little hard for you guys to see. Let's run away from this spider. But I think that it kind of does add something. I think darkness, or nighttime should be a little dark. You shouldn't have, night vision. Okay, here's our first bit of real food. Okay, so we have gatherer. I do want to avoid that. That sound was either a javelin skeleton or a regular skeleton trying to murder me. We have some bushes. These look like blueberry bushes. Oh, okay. So we're just gonna see if we can't run away. There's a javelin skeleton. There's a regular skeleton. There's an armored skeleton and a zombie. So we're just gonna kind of head out to sea. We'll be pirates or something. All right. I was hoping to actually have a shelter that I could be protected from these guys in tonight, and then I could show you guys a little more about what the mod is about and what you have to do. But that may be a little optimistic at this point. I don't know how many logs I have. I may have enough to kind of seal myself in here. We have 13 hickory logs. Okay, whoa. Yep. And I'll show you what we can do with straw. Can make thatch. Actually, want one more. Thatch, you can actually walk through it, but it does kind of keep the rain out. So now it's completely dark in here. We only have one log left. But let's see what we can do here. How many sticks do we have? We have a lot of sticks. Alright, so what we're going to do is probably try to make a campfire. Hoping if I dig down enough, it shouldn't cause any issues I don't believe it. We're going to throw three sticks on the ground. I don't believe that it can light this on fire. We're going to throw sticks on the ground. All right, put the log in there. Log is not going to last us very long. So we're going to throw some torches in here, and that'll get us some sticks. Some sticks in there to get us some torches. And we'll see if we can actually press S to stack them all. Throw the soybean in there. Yeah, we're going to try and cook some soybeans. So just throw that up there for some light, and we'll see. So it says warm. You notice that food works on a weight system, not a stack system. So we stack them all together. It says warm. Hot. Okay. A little bit longer and it should cook. Again, we'll change the flavor. There we go. So it's cooked very lightly. It's got a savory flavor. Let's get... You can see the color is actually getting a little darker. Medium. All right, medium should be good. Throw a few more torches in there, sticks in there, see what we can get while we're here. Some cooked soybeans. A few things I can go over while we're waiting for daytime. That should be good. One more, actually. 21. Okay. So, we have these tabs over here. We went over this one before. It is currently the witching hour, which is midnight. June 1st. You'll notice it was June 1st earlier. But it's still June 1st. It will continue to be June 1st until around 5 or 6 a.m., which is when the day rolls over. And that's just because the Minecraft day starts in the morning, not at midnight. So, you know, day one's got to be 24 hours long. That's just the way the system works. It's so much easier to calculate what time of day it is if you just have to divide by the length of a day than to divide and then add. Anyway. All right, so we have this tab here. We have our armor slots here, and we actually have another slot. This is the back slot. When we get an item that can go in the back slot, we can talk a little more about that. We have the crafting grid. We have the 2x2, and you'll notice there's these grayed out symbols here. When we make a crafting table, instead of getting a block that we can place down, it'll actually expand our inventory crafting grid into a 3x3, and we'll be able to make everything that we do in a crafting table right in our inventory right here. And that'll be nice. So we talked about the calendar tab. Let's talk about the skills tab. So we have general smithing, tool smithing, armor smithing, weapon smithing, agriculture, cooking, prospecting, and butchering. You notice we're novice in all of them, and we actually have a little bit of agriculture experience. And the way that you train skills is by performing certain actions. So these ones here are the smithing skills. So general smithing, you train that any time you do smithing. Tool smithing, you train when you make tools. Armor, when you make armor. And weapons, when you make weapons. Agriculture, you can train by harvesting crops. So those soybeans that we harvested gave us a little bit of agriculture experience. Cooking, you can train by making certain types of meals like sandwiches or salads. Prospecting by looking for ores, and butchering by killing animals. We do actually need to eat here. You can see my green hunger bar is depleting. Took a bite of soybeans. And I won't actually eat them all the way so I can show you something in a second. You'll notice my health here is 987. It used to be 1,000 at max, and current health is 627. So let's go over this. So general smithing, the smithing skills in general, just increase the maximum durability of the weapons that you can craft when you're smithing. General smithing kind of means that, if maybe you make a lot of tools and you're really good at making tools, we don't think that should mean that you're awful at making armor. If you're a good smith, you're a good smith, but that doesn't mean you're good at, you're an armor smith. So general smithing will be trained anytime you make any sort of thing on an anvil, and it'll give you an advantage when you're making anything else. But you can also develop specific skills towards making tools, armor, or armor. Agriculture should affect the number of seeds you get when you harvest a crop. Normally it's just one. So if you plant a farm and you harvest it, you should get like one seed for every plant you harvested with an agriculture level of 0. And so that means that your farm would never actually be able to expand. So with a higher agriculture level, you get more seeds and you can expand your farm to be larger and get more food. Cooking makes your food taste better, and like I said earlier, I mentioned with the savory flavor. The soybeans, when something tastes better, you get a longer saturation value. Prospecting affects how how often you get false negatives when you're looking for ores, and butchering affects... actually, I may have to check this. If I'm wrong for prospecting, I will correct that the next episode, or whichever episode after I find out. And butchering affects how much meat you get when you kill an animal. With this butchering level, novice, no experience, I should get 1% of the possible drop from an animal. Alright, so if we look at the final tab, we have nutrition. So we have fruit, vegetable, grain, protein, and dairy, and the combined percentages of these equate to how much maximum health I have. So they're nearly full, so I have 98.4% of my full maximum health. And if we look at this, this is protein. If I eat this, you can see the white bar there actually going down. That indicates the quantity in the stack, and the green bar indicates how decayed it is. You can see my protein bar has just gone up, and my max health has gone up. Now it's 98.5. If we look at the calendar, it looks like it's morning. Yep. Let's get out of here. I'm going to have to break... and I am going to end up breaking this fire pit. Getting rid of... I guess we had gravel, now we have some gravel. Get the torch back. And I do want all these logs back. It's unfortunate that I had to place them. But, yeah. Oh well. Hopefully we can be a little quick about this. Hopefully we can have a more permanent shelter for tomorrow night, and we won't have to worry about tearing it down in the morning. It's actually some good time. It looks like we see some more bushes up there. Yeah, cranberry bushes didn't actually used to spawn. We did talk about ways that we could allow them to spawn, but I don't think the area that we're in right here should be satisfying those conditions. So, look at the F3, yeah, ocean. I will check with the biome over where their spawning is, but just letting a note. Cranberries, if they were harvestable, would be a source of fruit. Okay. So, let's see if we can get up here. Yep. Up. Yeah. Okay. So, these are cranberry bushes, right? Yes, because they'd be popping onto my hotbar if I already had them. It looks like more potato seeds. Pumpkins up there. Some sticks. See if we can break some of these leaves. So, we survived the night. Hopefully we'll be able to make a shelter. I will do a little bit more, but we will have to bring this episode to a close in just a moment or two. So we are just wrapping up. I will be back to you in a second. Alright guys, just chopped down the tree and we found a little more of this copper. So we're going to want to pick that up. I may want to write down the location right here. And we'll see it is... Oh, I pressed a bad button. 1966, negative 12815. I pressed the shader button. Let's see if we can... Is that normal? I'm not sure. Okay. So, we have some more copper, which is nice. We do want, with this, because right here, we do want 9 of those copper bits, copper nuggets. Excuse me. Hopefully we can find a few more. Yep. Okay. Climb up here, take a little look around, and continue on our way. So I do want to find a good place to settle, so I would define that probably by a source of fresh water, and some good rocks, some good trees, and probably flat, because a flat, some more copper here, nice. And that's 7, and here is number 8. And there's number 9. Okay, so that's actually all the copper we need. Hang on, what are you? A little cave. if I could get in there, I might actually try to make that into like a home of some sort. But we'll leave it for now. So we have 9 copper. That means that next episode we can get into metal tools. You're not always going to find the metals you need right away, but we were a little lucky here. Oh, okay. You're wearing a pumpkin on your head. Interesting. Yeah, no, we don't want to be in down here. Yep. Hey, yep. Yeah, I'm just going to avoid you guys. If it was a small enough cave and I could light it up, this is actually another type of ore, I might have considered living in it. Caves can be a good place to live as long as you can keep them relatively monster-free. It is galena ore. We don't actually need galena. It is a lead ore. Lead is not particularly useful to us right now, or at all. So we're just going to leave it. Looks like we have some more copper here. That's great. Make a lot of copper tools. But this episode is running a little long here. So I will wrap things up here. I'll see you in the next episode, where we'll be going on to making some metal tools and getting into pottery. Alright guys, so I will see you then. Thanks for watching.